The neon sign buzzed faintly, its flickering glow casting long shadows across the cracked asphalt of the highway motel parking lot. A lone car rolled to a stop, its headlights illuminating the faded vacancy sign as the traveler stepped out into the cool night air. The office door creaked open to reveal a hunched figure behind the desk, a man whose wrinkles seemed to map decades of solitude. "Room 12, he murmured, sliding a tarnished key across the counter without meeting their eyes. "Don't get many folks stopping here anymore." The room smelled of mothballs and mildew, its walls papered in a pattern that had curled at the edges like old parchment. But it wasn't the decay that unsettled the traveler, it was the silence, thick as the dust on the nightstand, as if the motel itself was holding its breath. Dawn brought no relief. The clerk had vanished, leaving behind only a half-drunk cup of coffee and an unlocked office door. Inside, beneath a stack of yellowed receipts, lay a leather-bound diary, its spine cracked with age. The first page bore a name, Clara, and a date from 50 years prior. The entries began cheerfully, chronicling a cross-country trip, but the tone darkened as the pages turned. Clara had been fleeing something, or someone. By the time she reached the highway motel, her handwriting had grown frantic, her words laced with fear. A storm had stranded her there, and the final entries spoke of labor pains and a desperate knock on the office door. The traveler's pulse quickened as they pieced together the story. Clara had died that night, her child whisked away before sunrise by strangers in a hurry. The diary's last page held a faded photograph tucked between the leaves, a young woman with the traveler's same sharp cheekbones, standing beside a car with Arizona plates. The realization hit like a thunderclap. Clara was their grandmother, and this crumbling motel was the site of a family secret buried for generations. The clerk reappeared at dusk, his gaze lingering on the open diary in the traveler's hands. "You look like her," he said quietly, and in that moment, the decades between them collapsed. He'd been the night clerk back then, too. Just a boy, really, who'd watched helplessly as the couple drove off with Clara's baby. "I tried to stop them," he whispered, "but they had papers, said they were family." The traveler sat in room 12 until midnight, tracing the water stains on the ceiling, imagining Clara counting those same stains through her pain. At dawn, they placed the diary back in the office, but not before adding their own note to its final page. "I found you." The motel's sign sputtered to life as they pulled onto the highway, its glow fading in the rearview mirror like a ghost finally laid to rest. Some secrets, once uncovered, refuse to stay buried, and some roads, no matter how long forgotten, always lead you home. Did you know that over 90% of Route 66's once thriving motels now stand abandoned or forgotten? Tonight, we follow one traveler who discovers that some places, and secrets, never truly fade away. The neon sign flickered weakly against the desert sky as Daniel pulled his car into the gravel lot of the Sunset Ridge Motel. The last functioning lodging for 50 miles along this stretch of Route 66, though functioning was a generous term. The office door creaked when he entered, revealing a lobby frozen in the 1970s, orange shag carpet, wood-paneled walls, and the faint smell of cigarette smoke clinging to the curtains. The clerk, an elderly man with watery blue eyes, didn't look up from his newspaper. "Just passing through?" he asked, sliding a brass key across the counter. Daniel nodded, but as he turned toward room 12, he couldn't shake the feeling that this place had been waiting for him. Little did he know, the motel's darkest secret lay hidden behind a locked door marked "Manager Only," a secret that would unravel his own family's past. The first clue came at 2:37 a.m., when the muffled sound of a woman crying woke him from a fitful sleep. But when Daniel stepped into the cold desert night, the parking lot was empty. Was it the wind, a dream, or something far older, echoing through the motel's hollow bones? The next morning, he found the answer scratched into the wallpaper behind his bed's headboard. "Forgive me, Eleanor." A name that sent a jolt through him, his grandmother's name. By noon, Daniel stood before the locked manager's office, picking the rusted padlock with a bobby pin from.